lived like a slave should. I pray to your statue, Cupress. Forgive him. He's still young, too intense inside. He says obscene things. Don't listen. God should be wiser than men.
Ocean water running streams from its cracks where my friends so purple clothes in a river too. Well, that's where I heard the news. Federally is sticking better fine bell on her head keeps her body pure. For 3 days, no food, she keeps her body pure from wreck. Secretly she wants to die, run a wretched like the ground. Is it the garden, you girl? Is it Pan or Hecate, or the holy porcine taste, or the mountain mother that makes you rave? Are you all round consumed by dictator with her many beasts? Is she the one who's driven you mad? She waves through the swamp along the salty shore. Wet tides of the sea. Did you catch your husband cheating? Did you get by with her home? Put her in pain to make her soul now bed bound. We all had birth pangs, we all been fooled. I felt the same swell soul through my wounds. This actually one, the guardian of archers.
Mortal sickness and hateful disease. What did I do for you? What wouldn't I do? Here is the sun and the bright sky. Finally, outside the halls and the sick bed, all you talked about was coming out here. But soon you'll rush back into your rooms. Soon you'll fall again. Nothing will make you happy later. Nothing makes you happy now. You're in love with some faraway things. Better to be sick than to be a nurse. The one is easy. The other makes us worry with hard work. Every human life is hard. No one gets a break. If there's anything better than living, I have no idea what it is. We're always lovesick for whatever glitters on the earth. Haven't seen the life below. No idea we're lit on my fairy tale. Oh, tales lift my body, straighten my head. I've gone slack, my limbs unstrung. My hands, take my arms, nurse. Oh, this thing is too heavy. Take it. Let down my hair. Stop thrashing about. Come on, you're a queen. You'll get over this. these people? You sound crazy.
Send me to the mountain. I'm going to the woods, to the pine trees where the beast-slaying hounds run, pressing in on the dappled deer. Oh, by the gods, I'll have to whip the dogs on with a shout and hurl the Thessalian spear by my golden head, holding the pointed ash in my hand.
Look, stop your hardship on this. What's this about dogs? You long for flowing springs? There's a dewy stream right there. You can have a drink there.
Oh, mistress of the salty Mars Artemis! Mistress of the racetrack where the horses run! How I wish I could be out there in those plains! I want to break in some Anican colt.
Are you on your bike? What's going on? You're off in the mountains longing for beasts. You're off on the sandy shore in love with horses. I need a prophet to figure out which god to slap the wits out of your head.
What have I done? Giusto Dios Eco. Where have I been forced to wander away from my good sense? I was mad. I fell, ruined by the god. Oh, Faye, Maya, hide my head. I'm ashamed of what I said before. I can feel my tears. Don't look at me. Oh, it hurts to think straight. But being mad is no good either. That's just to kill myself.
I'll hide you. When will death hide me? I've learned a lot living this long. Our love should be measured, not so deep. Affection should be easy to let loose from the heart, easy to push off or rein in. My pain for her is a heavy load for me. They say blind devotion trips you up, leaves you unsatisfied. That's why I say nothing too much. The wise know I'm right.
Old woman, you're the Queen's trusted nurse. Oh, I see that Phaedra's in a bad way, but this is disease. You know, will you tell me?
She won't say, and I've stopped asking.
She won't tell you what the cause is.
You got it.
Her body is so sick, so faded.
Of course. She's gone 3 days without food.
Has she given up?
I don't know. But she'll die soon enough without food.
How can this be okay with her husband?
She pretends like nothing's wrong.
Can't you tell by looking at her face?
He's not even here. He's away.
Force me to tell you what disease is driving her mad.
I've tried everything and gotten nowhere. But I'm not giving up or getting discouraged. You can see how I am with her. Come, dear child, let's put all this aside. Be more pleasant. Unfurrow your brow. Change your ways. And as for me, I haven't always understood you, but we'll forget about that. Let's move on. If you're sick with something you can't say, we women can help put you right. But if you can talk about it, tell the doctor. Oh, still nothing. No need to be quiet, child. Stop me if I'm wrong or tell me if I'm right. Say something. Look at me. It's not mine. Nothing. Nothing's changed. She still won't be convinced. You are more stubborn than the sea. And if you die, you'll ruin your sons. They won't get a share in your father's house. But that
but this is too much.
Is there blood on your hands?
My hands are clean. My mind isn't.
Are you cursed? Did you piss someone off?
Someone I love is killing me. Against my will. Against his.
Theseus?
You won't see me hurting him.
Then why do you want to die?
Just let me get this one thing wrong. It's got nothing to do with you.
I don't want to let you alone.
What are you doing? Holding me back, grabbing my hand?
At your knees. I won't let you go.
It'll be bad for you. Why not? If you know, bad.
What could be worse than not having you?
You'll be devastated. But if I do it, at least I'll save my reputation.
Then why do you hide it? Tell me, please.
Maybe I can come up with something good out of this shame.
Just say it. It's better when you're out.
Leave. By the gods, let me go!
No, you haven't told me yet.
Fine, I'll tell you.
Oh, be quiet now. Stage is yours.
Oh, Flayman. What a lust you harbored, Mother.
That she had a bull, is that what you're talking about?
You too. Poor sister. Dionysus' bride.
Why badmouth your family?
And now me, the third one, marked out for death.
Where are you going with this?
I'm way back, nothing new. We're unlucky.
I still don't know what I want to know.
Ew, why can't you say it?
I'm not a mind reader. I can't see what's hidden.
What is this thing? Love.
No, the sweetest thing, child. The most painful, too.
For me, just pain.
Wait. What? You're in love. With whom?
Whatever his name is. The Amazon's son.
Hippolytus?
You said it, not me.
Oh, I would. What have you said, child? I can't take this. I can't handle it. It's too much. I don't want to go on living. Oh, hateful dead. I look upon hateful light. I'll throw my body down. I'll let it go. I want to be free from life. I want to die. Goodbye. I'm gone. Even good men fall in love with evil. Cuprous isn't a god. She's something greater than a god. She's ruined her, me, and this house.
Boy, did you hear what the Queen said? Die before she goes through with it. Fail. Fail. God, we're all fed on pain. Your ruin, your shame out into the light waits for you today. There's so much left to go. Something else is going to happen. It's clear now. Blind your child of Creeper, the target of Coopers. Trojan women. Already in the long nights, I've thought of how we self-destruct. We do worse than we could. Most of us aren't born with good sense. But think about it. We understand what's good. We can recognize it. We just don't carry it out. Some because they're lazy. Others because they like pleasure more than what's right. And life is full of pleasure. Long talks and lazy days. But shame, it cuts both ways. Sometimes it keeps us honest, and sometimes it ruins a house. If the right choice were always clear, the two words would never be spelled the same way. So this is what I think, and nothing can change my mind. When love first wounded me, I tried to figure out how to handle it. So I started by keeping quiet, and it hid the disease. There's no trust in a tongue. Oh, it's good at judging others. Gets itself in trouble. Next, I tried to manage the madness with self-control. Third, when neither of these could beat Cooper's, it seemed right to die. It's the best plan. No one could argue. I don't want to hide my good deeds, and I don't want the whole world to witness my shame. And I know that it is dishonorable, the sickness too. And on top of everything else, I know that I'm a woman, already something hateful. Yeah, I hope she died screaming, the first bitch who shamed her husband's bed. Oh, and this curse on women, it began with the upper class. Whenever the rich do shameful things, they seem noble to the poor. And I hate those who seem reasonable, but in secret dare to indulge their desires. Lady Cooper's, how do they look their husbands in the eye? Don't they tremble? Don't they realize that the darkness they conspire with, the very rooms of the houses might shout it out? This is what kills me. I hope I never get caught shaming my husband or my children. I hope my sons live as free men and thrive with free speech in famous Athens and have good reputations from their mother. It's hard for any child to discover the crimes of his parents. They say a good reputation alone is worth one's life. Time roots out the wicked sooner or later. I hope I'm not among them.
Faith. Self-control is always right. Good judgment is its own reward.
Madam, your problem, the one you just told me about. Before I was horrified, but now I realize I was foolish. Second thoughts are usually better. What's happened isn't so out of the ordinary. It's just that this God hates you. So you're in love. What's so strange about that? You and a whole bunch of others. You want to kill yourself over love? It'd be stupid if everyone in love had to die. Sure, Cooper's is unbearable and awful, but she comes peacefully to those who just give in. She only takes down the ones who think too big. She flits through the air. She swims through the sea. Cooper's. She's everywhere. In everything. She gives us love. She sows the seeds from which all of us are born. know the ancient writings that are always with the muses. They know how Zeus desired Semele. They know how bright shining dawn swept up Cephalus among the gods because of Eros. And those two still live in the heavens. They don't flee the gods. Maybe they even have affection for them, even though they're lost in the same mess that you're in. Can't you hold on? You should have been born to a different father, on an earth with different gods, if you won't obey their laws. How many men who are usually sensible look at a diseased marriage but can't see what's actually going on? How many fathers have strange sons and help them with Coopers? Wise men ignore what's not right. Men shouldn't try too hard to be too perfect. Shouldn't try to raise a perfect roof over the house. Shouldn't be too finicky. So, washed up on this time, how do you think you'll swim out? If you hold good things higher than bad, then you've done well. You're only human. Oh, child, stop these bad thoughts. Stop your hubris, because this is hubris to want to be greater than the gods. Be brave. The gods want you to be in love. If it is a disease, trample it. There are chants, charm. Some cure will show itself. The women will find it, then miracle.
Pretty words destroy well-governed cities. Don't say something nice. Say something useful.
Why are you so high and mighty? You don't need pretty words. You need that man. Let's get this straight right now. If you weren't in such a mess and you were a chaste woman, then I wouldn't be trying so hard to save your life. But you are who you are. God, you're awful.
Shut your mouth! Don't say such shameful things.
Oh, shameful, yes, but better than your noble words. What will save you is greater than your good name.
Don't. By the gods, you've said too much already. Don't go any further. I'm already worked up with lust. If you keep going, I'll be wasted by what I now flee.
If you think so. I mean, you shouldn't stray at all. But if you are straying, then listen to me. It's the second best thing. By the way, I just remembered. I've got some love potions in the house. They'll get rid of this disease if you don't wuss out, that is. We'll need some token from that man, the one you want. A lock of hair or a piece of clothing when we put them together.
Is this drug consume or apply?
I don't know. And you don't need to know.
Oh, I'm worried you're too smart for me.
You're scared of everything. What are you afraid of now?
I'm scared you'll tell him. Theseus' son.
Yet about that. I'll put things right. But this alone, you, Lady Coopers, be my accomplice.
We don't revere arrows, the tyrants of men. The healers are the bedchambers of Aphrodite. Then he ravages more men. He messes them up whenever he can. The girl in Ocalia, the fool unknown. Still without a husband, and a married bed. From the halls of your writing, creepers took her out. Yoked her like a running naiad, back with blood smoke. Yoked her in a bloody ride to the Alphavini. Wretched wedding song.
Quiet! I'm finished! What is it, Phaedra? Hold on! I hear a voice inside. I'm quiet. This is a bad start. Oh, just not let it out! Why are you screaming? Tell me what you heard. I'm ruined. Come over here and listen by the door.
No, it's your house and you're by the door. Tell me something awful happened.
Hippolytus is shouting at my servant.
Okay, I can hear something.
I can't understand a word. It's clear enough. He calls me a seductress. A whore.
Oh boy, this is bad. God, you're betrayed. I can't protect you. The secret's out and you're ruined. I'm betrayed by a friend.
She stole him. She's killed me instead of killing my deceit.
Now, what are you gonna do now?
The only thing I can. Die. Right away. It's the only cure left now.
I am not listening. I am not listening. No. No.
Someone look at me.
I can't stay quiet, not after what I've just heard.
You have to. You should walk.
Don't touch me, don't lay your hands on me.
Please, God, don't worry.
What? Didn't you just say you said nothing wrong?
The story's not for everyone.
A good story is better with an audience.
Child, don't break your oath.
My tongue swore, not my mind.
What will you do? Bring down your own people.
I spit on you. No one so wrong as one of mine.
Only make mistakes, child.
Sue Swine! Why have you made this evil? If you wanted men to reproduce, you shouldn't have made women necessary to do it. Instead, men should dedicate temples. Temples of bronze or iron or heavy gold. And each man could buy the seeds for his children from whichever he could afford. And then they could live free in homes without women. But, as it is, we have this evil and we must buy it. And here's proof of how awful women are. Her own father sends her away from home with a dowry, so that he can be free of the evil. And men, turning towards their own ruin, each takes this creature into his house, delights in adding ornaments to his statue, pretty decorations for the ugliest thing. He decks her out in fancy clothes. He slowly drains away the wealth of his home. At least some men marry stupid women, although it is also useless to have a simple-minded woman around the house. But I hate a smart woman. I hope that in my home there will never be some woman thinking more than woman should. Cooper's breeds far too much mischief in the smart ones. But the incapable woman is kept out of trouble by her small mind. Nor should a servant ever reach out to a woman. Instead, let the women live alone, with wild